All right, everybody. Tony Stewart has joined us, two-time series champion. Tony, welcome.
Thanks.
Questions for Tony? Who's got one? Don Coble over here needs a microphone over to the right. Please.
Have you been in town, any of the little gaming places there to see what kind of odds you have, and how much are you willing to bet on yourself?
I have not yet. Somebody did mention last night when we were at the Office Depot autograph signing that we weren't very high on the odds, so I don't know if it'd be a good bet this weekend or not. It doesn't sound like you'd make as much as you'd like. But no, I have not.
Claire?
Claire B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. First of all, thanks for picking the inkjet up for me. Above and beyond
No
the Call of
worries.
Duty. Office Depot.
Wait till you get the invoice for delivery charge.
Yeah, right. $10,000 a minute, right?
Close.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, talk about qualifying if you can today. Obviously, a lot of teams are not putting so much emphasis into qualifying as they are the race setup.
Well, we're kind of in the same boat we were last week as far as worrying about what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. So we only got one qualifying run in. We actually got it in the last 60 seconds of the session. So we spent the entire practice working on race setup in case we have bad weather tomorrow and don't get as much practice time. So we may sacrifice a little bit today, but in hopes of, if it does rain, getting it back on Sunday.
Tony, Doug Kazarian, local ABC here. When the track was first renovated, you were pretty outspoken against it, saying it was too dangerous. Things have obviously changed a little bit with the banking. Recently, I believe you said very positive things to say about the Speedway. Just talk about your overall take on the track and maybe the changes since the renovation.
Well, it's like anything else. Anytime you repave a track, it's hard for the tire companies to get it perfect, and because of the high level of grip that it has, so they have to build a really hard tire that'll withstand that. As years go on and you get more time and seasons through it, that track seasons in, and it gets to where they can make a tire and bring a tire that's a little more conducive to what we're used to. So, everything's been fine the last couple of years. Everything's been fine. So the stuff we talked about 4 years ago or 5 years ago is 4 or 5 years old now, and we're on to the new stuff.
You guys like it here?
Yeah, we love it here. I mean, there isn't anybody I don't think that loves coming here and racing. I mean, there's so much stuff to do. It's not everywhere that we go that we have so many options at the end of the day when our work day's done, of things that we can go do and have fun in the evening too. So it's a great stop for us.
Jenna?
Jenna Fryer, Associated Press. Greg Biffle announced he bought a dirt track and he's forming a late model series. What kind of rough road or hard commitment does he have ahead of him as someone who does all that stuff too? Well,
I know his track's out west, so I don't know how many tracks there are in his area, and that would change my answer a lot depending on how many or how few tracks are there. But it's pretty cool to see another guy that's given back to where his roots were and supporting an area that he's very familiar with. So it's always a challenge. If it was easy, every promoter in the country would never have any worries. But the good thing is that somebody like Greg is committed to making it work. I mean, we've had conversations about it for over a year now that he was interested in doing this. So it's something that he's passionate about, and that's half the battle, is just getting somebody that's committed and passionate about what they're doing.
What else for Tony? Other questions? Doug has another one.
This is the first time we've had Danica. I know you guys have had her a couple times on the circuit, but just talk about what she brings to the Nationwide with the attention, and is there a little bit of resentment to the drivers who are more
just
approving,
look at the notes from Daytona and California, and you'll find your answer in there somewhere.
Similar take,
right?
Even for the local media.
Even for the local media.
Lee
Spencer, Fox Sports. With the issues that they had with the axles on the 88 last week, and they said the 48 was going to have issues if the race had gone any further. Did you guys experience any of that?
Not that I'm aware of. I hadn't heard anything about that side of it. I mean, I knew that obviously that the 88 had trouble, but I hadn't heard anything on either of our two cars from that standpoint. I knew Ryan had trouble with his car, but it wasn't axle related that I'm aware of. So not that I'm aware of. I'll ask that question when I get back now, though. Obviously, I want to know.
Anything else for Tony? Nothing. Tony, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck this weekend.